Hi everyone, it's Jeremy. I've been using the Xiaomi 12 Lite for more than a month now as my main phone, the newcomer to the Xiaomi 12 series. I was able to take it with me to trade shows like the IT partners at Disneyland, Vivatech and even in the Pop Air exhibition in Paris, which allowed me to take a lot of photos with it and a lot of selfies too. Because as you can see, this one has a special function, it has LEDs to light you up in selfie mode. I'll show you later if it brings a real value to use, and as usual I have other pretty cool Xiaomi products coming very soon, so remember to subscribe so you don't miss them, and we'll start with the unboxing. For the packaging, it takes the design of the Mi 12 series, and inside we have a documentation, a soft plastic protective shell, a USB to USB-C cable and a 67-watt charger. For the phone itself, we stay close to the models of the same series, the Mi 12 and Mi 12 Pro, regarding the photo module, but this one is flatter on the back and on the edges, and it is made of plastic while keeping a premium look overall. The name of the phone rather refers to the features, more light than the standard models, but it is also light and thin with a weight of 173 grams and 7.3 mm thick. It is a pleasant phone to hold and carry, and it will also be able to please a lot of people with its pink, green or black colors. On the top we have an infrared port, a microphone and a speaker. On the right side the volume and power buttons. On the bottom the dual SIM drawer, the USB-C port and a second speaker for stereo. You quickly get used to its lightness, and it shows when you go back to a more classic model. Note however that the 11 Lite 5G NE was thinner and lighter than it is, and I really liked it for this. For the screen, this one measures 6.55, it is Full HD+, AMOLED, it has a refresh rate of 120Hz, a touch sampling rate of 240Hz, 402 ppi, a brightness that goes up to 950 nits, and it is protected by Corning Gorilla Glass 5. It is a flat screen, you can also manually set the rate between 60 and 120Hz, but no possibility of setting it up to 90Hz. The AMOLED screen brings beautiful contrast and beautiful colors, it is also 12-bit, HDR+, and Dolby Vision. The screen also has several modes, a sunlight mode to see in direct sunlight, the reading mode 3.0 with a paper aspect to read text, or the true display mode to adapt the color to the ambient light. The 120Hz refresh rate is one of the differences with the Mi 11 Lite 5G NE, which was a 90Hz screen. For the fingerprint reader, it is under the screen and responds very quickly. For power, the phone is equipped with the Snapdragon 778G, and it is available in several versions, 6 or 8 GB of RAM and 128 or 266 GB of storage in LPDDR4X and UFS 2.2. It's the same processor as the Mi 11 Lite 5G NE, but now it uses graphite to improve heat dissipation by 7% compared to the previous model. It comes with MIUI 13 and Android 12, and it has 5G, NFC, Bluetooth 5.2 and Wi-Fi 6. For benchmark, I'll show you some footage of the result that I got with Antutu, PCMark and Geekbench. We are not really on a gaming smartphone here, but we can still play in good condition by lowering the settings of the games. I would of course have liked to have a more powerful processor, or in any case more recent. In use I didn't encounter any problems in navigation, and I was also able to do small video editing with what I shot directly from the exhibition where I used, and it has also worked very well in this use without having any particular slowdown during editing, and the export time is fast enough. For audio it has stereo and it works really well for listening to music, watching video or playing games. We also have the Dolby Atmos and access to an equalizer to more customization. For autonomy, the phone has a 4300 mAh battery and 60W fast charging. I used the PCMark app to drop the battery from 100% to 20%, and the phone lasted 11 hours and 40 minutes, and to recharge it takes 40 minutes to go from 0 to 101%. It also has adaptive charging to build on habits and charge up to 80% while you sleep and complete the remaining 20% before you waking up. For the photo part, it has a main sensor of 108 megapixels, an ultra-wide angle of 8 megapixels and a macro sensor of 2 megapixels. As said in the intro, I used this smartphone to attend the IT Partners Vivatech show and took it to an exhibition, which allowed me to use it in different situations, day, night, indoors and overall. During the day, the main camera allows to have beautiful details and beautiful colors. Perhaps a little too saturated for some, but it gives something more pleasing to the eyes, and you can always lower the saturation afterward. As you can see in the examples, I also took many photos in closed environment with more or less light and even at night in Disneyland, and the results are good in this situation also. So indeed, if you zoom in the image, everything is not perfect, but we're not here on a flagship smartphone that costs more than 1,000 euros, and I think that for posting on social networks or taking souvenir photo, it's already very good. The main camera can film up to 4K 30fps. There too, I was able to use it to post on my various social networks during this long weekend, and the stabilization of the main sensor works well. We will however not have 4K on the ultra-wide angle sensor. For the selfie sensor, this one is 32 megapixel, and as I told you in the intro, this phone has a rather special function. It has two LEDs at the top of the screen to light you when you are taking a selfie or a video. You can adjust the intensity via the menu, but not the color temperature. The selfies are beautiful too. I took several comparison photos with and without the LEDs on, and indeed in really dark environment it brings a little extra touch of light, but in my case it also adds some reflection in my glasses. For the video part, we can film up to Full HD 30fps, and we can also use the LED lights there. It also works in messenger type application if necessary. We also have some function like autofocus and eye tracking on the selfie, selfie zoom or auto HDR. Compared to the previous model, we have several improvements and several points in common. For the common points, we keep the design with bright color. It remains quite light. We have the same processor but with better heat dissipation. For the main features, we go from a 90Hz to 120Hz screen, a 64 megapixel to 108 megapixel photo sensor, and a 33 watt to 67 watt charge. So we have an evolution that brings a plus to everyday use. For the price, I don't know it yet because I got this phone by being a member of the Mi Influencer on the Xiaomi Global Forum, which allowed me to offer you this test and above all to have been able to really test it by receiving it more than 1 month before its launch. The first prices that I saw were around $400, and we'll have to see how much it will be marketed in Europe to see if it is interesting or not. I think that this is a really interesting smartphone for its design, for its lightness. I would have liked to add more power with this new version, but the addition of 120Hz, faster charging and a better photo sensor brings more compared to the previous version. I hope that you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts on the comments, and I see you in the next one.